Hey there, everybody. Reed here. Just finishing up my little work day and thinking about men and this notion of how do we exist in the world and people in general and society at large, and this notion that we're so deprived of touch, and for most men a lot of the touch that we experience with each other is in a very competitive place, except for maybe an occasional handshake or a very brief hug. And that sense of having physical touch and relaxing into it and being able to be in that comfortable space of nurturing together, that is so different than the current societies that we're living in, that actually an expression of a different cultural paradigm. And I gotta ask myself, where are we getting the results of our lifestyle back into the hands of ourselves and not contributing to the main structural societal elements that actually act as forms of oppression that we're just still clinging to for different ways. And I feel like in freeing ourselves as men from that sense of touch being a competitive or potentially abusive, coercive, and violent force in our life, there's actually a place for it to have a restorative nature, to feel refreshed from being in the presence. And it can happen from simple hand massages, and the list goes on and on for the ways that we can touch each other in non-sexual or sexual ways, depending on your preference for everything. But that sense that we're not actually getting enough touch in our life, that our feet aren't touching the earth enough, that there's all these forms of behavior that are going on, creating our current world systems, and how do we create space for change with that? And so it's a little of why I'm hosting this Nurturing Man gathering out here, and to provide space to be in contact with each other in that gentle and relaxed way, so that we can bring this nurturing nature to all of our interactions in life, whether it be the soil below our feet or the people we meet on the street. Aloha.